Hi guys, welcome back to the Distillery for another episode of Faeria. In today's episode we will be doing a world boss. We're going to have a go at Yakkar. Fairly certain we played Yakkar in one of the... No, it was King Yakkar, wasn't it? So maybe similar? Possibly, don't know. Is it back? Oop, not that far back. World bosses. Back sort of, yeah, it was the first one was King Yakkar. So we'll give Yakkar a go and see what happens. I'm going to throw out my green deck to start with. It's just fairly rounded green, you know, it's got the Oak Father, it's got things like that in there, just strong characters. Okay, so we've got all sorts of tiles down, so it might have been better with like a 3 wishes deck or something, maybe, I don't know. Living Willow's reasonable just in case. Yeah, I might sort of stick with that, see what happens. We don't really know what Yakkar's going to do. Enter the arena, yes. It's Yakkaran's arena. Players may summon creatures next to any friendly creature. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Might have benefited from a different deck, but we'll be okay. There's obviously no kind of major land tiles for us to place down now. So I'm thinking Living Willow with a Tiki Caretaker buff on it, maybe. Probably don't need the buff just yet necessarily. So I might drop down one of them there, Living Willow on that, and I'll whip out the Hold the Line so that we are prepared should we need to throw down any more taunt cards. Yep, 5 beside your brothers, we know. Okay, so he's got some pretty high damage stuff. Game +0/+1 for each forest. Yeah, we like the Oak Father, but we're not really set with it, really. We've only got 3 forests, so he's not getting a massive buff. 6/9. It's going to be a 6/9. Going to come out the same. If I drop down Imperial Guard in this slot, he's kind of got a cancellation there. He's going to stop us. He's going to stop him progressing. Whittle down the Ogre Battler's life a little bit. We can maybe drop down another one over here. That way we can work on getting these Faerias. And I might draw a card. Ancient Beastmaster. Enduring Force. So he's definitely got the big hitters. 3 damage is going to take out this guy. It's kind of annoying. Tiki. Not great. Not loving it. I don't feel this deck is going to do us a great job. 3/9. We could do with another one of those on him. That would get him up to 5/11. Still not really enough. I need the Beastmaster out for getting the Oak Father out. So I might do that. 7/7. Yeah. Need to stop the Ogre Battler kind of coming forwards too much, so I might just leave it at that for the moment. Another Enduring Force. Wow. Protection. So we could get protection there. Oak Father out here is pretty decent. It's going to get up to the 7 so that we can take out this Enduring Force, but with the buffer life so that it'll actually survive. We could also throw a safeguard potentially if it doesn't attack us on our next go. Move this over so we can see if we can get into that sort of Faeria attacking position. I can't buff this guy because I've not got any more Faeria to use, unfortunately. Let's see, Vigilant Force of our own. Just unfortunately we can't use the safeguard on the Ancient Beastmaster to keep it alive to get an extra buff. Clockwork Yak, jeez. Well, that's pretty insane. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to win this. Yeah, that's yeah, that's just bad altogether. Really, there's nothing we can do there, so might as well surrender. Interesting. Let me just check. Is it 2s for the 3 Wishes deck? Three wishes, yeah, so it's 2 of each, so it might be worth doing a 3 Wishes deck, because then we'll start getting some of their cards, which I do have a 3 Wishes deck with a red yellow sort of build on it. It's a shame you can't copy one, because I'd like to nick it and adapt it slightly, because I don't know whether this is quite built right for the actual kind of attacking mechanisms we need in it. I suppose I could build another one with 3 Wishes in. Maybe things like Frogify. So if we throw out a new custom deck, you go throw out the 3 Wishes, because we might as well. They cost us very little and we're going to get a load of cards and all the tiles are already down. For those of you who don't know, 3 Wishes requires 2 of each of the tile types. You gain 3 life and you copy the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck into your deck, and they cost like 3 less, so can be pretty decent. So 3 Wishes would be good. We can also, as I say, look for Frogify. I think if we've got 3 of those in there, we can get rid of some of their big guys. Possibly some spell walls that'll give us some more cards as well. What else? We probably need some Death Touch cards. So where are you? The Queen's Assassin. We'll get a couple of Queen's Assassins in, so then we can take out some of those big guys without too much difficulty. Some clearance cards, probably want to throw in Flame Bursts and Fire Bombs. We could also get the, where are you? Choking Sand. Did they have many with 3 or less? I don't know, they did, probably not worth it. Potentially the Soul Drain though. Could throw out some Soul Drains. Okay, so now we've got 10 cards left for our own sort of attacking cards. So I'm thinking maybe what? So if you had, whenever any friendly creature dies, we're not going to have many friendly creatures dying in theory. We're going to have enemies dying. We've got the World Avengers are reasonable. Gain 1 life for each time you've been dealt damage this game. Hopefully we're not going to be dealt that much damage. Gain attack and life equal to any creatures. So we could use the Apex Predator and just throw down 1 green, 1 blue. That'd put him in a fairly strong position. At a 7 cost, he's got jump. I say gain attack and life equal to any creatures. So I might throw in an Apex Predator because I've only got 1. Yeah, Wild Avenger. Might as well get 1 out. We got to do 40 damage as well. So we got to do a lot of damage. Add the random green creature to hand against +6/+6. It's reasonable. Runing's Presence. I did get rid of Runing with the Relentless because it wasn't turning out to be very useful a lot of the time. I never know. We could try a Bone Collector deck, to be fair. With all this kind of clearance, a Bone Collector could work. So we've got a few attackers. What else? I'm thinking. So the Colossus is quite expensive. We're not going to be able to gain much bonus Faeria. We could drop Kaleem in, but we're already requiring 1 green and 1 blue, so we're going to be having to throw out a yellow as well, which isn't ideal. We can summon anything next to anything. If we had... we're throwing down a green and a blue already, so maybe the Dream Reaver sets a God's Life to 10. If we used a Dream Reaver, we're never going to get 7. We're not going to get 7 blues down. Yeah, that won't work. Mirror Phantasm isn't too bad, but we've not got enough. We'd have to throw out some cheap characters as well. So we'd get 2 5/5s. So if we put in 2 of them, and then also some slightly cheaper, maybe just like slightly buffy sort of cards or something. Aurora Mythmaker might be good because that gives something a 6/6. We're going for the 3 anyway. We might as well drop back into green slightly because we're going for the green blue anyway. So maybe 1/7. You've got decent life on that, but your attack's useless at that stage really, and we're not going to have enough buff cards. We're going to have 3 forests that give the Oak Father up to a 6/9 at 7 cost, or we could go for the Viduran at 7/7. So I might throw out a Viduran Force, then 2 Viduran Forces. We'll give that a go. We'll see what happens. It's not it's 3.5, so it's not an expensive deck, but a lot of the cards that we're actually using as creatures are quite expensive. Be interesting. Depending on whether we draw the 3 wishes and what comes out from them can really change the way the game plays. Okay. Yeah. Not too bad. If he's going to throw out that Ogre Battler again at the start, we've not got anything to really deal with that as such. I might drop the Flame Burst, keep the Wild Avenger. It's a 6 cost. It's going to take me a while to get 6. I might drop that. Okay, so we picked up a load of clearance cards. So we might as well throw out the Spell Whirl straight away. Crash Colossus, which is 1 for every time if harvested from an enemy well. The Prophet of Tides is pretty useless in this because we can't move the land that it's going to be dropped on, but I may deploy it there so we can just kind of move in between these Faeria points. I'll take a card and we'll leave it at that for the moment. Okay, Viduran Force. Mirror Phantasm, not too bad. If it's a 5/5 and a Mirror Phantasm, move that guy forwards as a 4/2. We're getting the buff on the Wave Crash Colossus, which is good. The thing is, if we leave the Viduran Force there, he can deploy something here without much difficulty. He can move forwards 1 and deploy something there, which isn't great. But 4, we need 4, 5, 6, 7. We could get rid of it with the 4 and the 3. Could do that. Probably quite an expensive way of clearing it. I'll take another card. I do worry that I've got too much clearance. 3/2/4 Yaks with haste. Damn. Really is a savage move. Okay, Bone Collector. So if we drop the Bone Collector down, which is a 2, we can get rid of the jump guy with 5. And then that gives him up to a 2/4, which is gonna die. Let's draw another one, just in case. Frogify. Frogify we can't use because we haven't deployed another water tile yet. It's kind of a shame. Might have to do it though. Didn't really matter which way around I played those because the god couldn't get a buff anyway, so. Okay, Sifa. Oh, he's got a Sifa in his deck. Why didn't we draw 3 wishes? Well, we can Frogify Sifa. But we're still in a problem from this angry yak. So yeah, I'll drop this guy down, Frogify, and we're still kind of stuck. What? Well, that's yeah, 11, 15. So it's not quite game over, but it's pretty much as good as game over. I could have used that, but it doesn't matter. We can use it on our next go if we get a next go. It's outrageous. We got nowhere near him. I mean, I think 3 wishes is probably a decent shout still, but we might need to adapt the deck slightly to get some more characters in there, because these didn't do us a great deal. I'll drop down the flame bursts, leaving in the fire bombs. Oh god, let's think. We've got our own Sifa which we could use. Where is he? And 5, yeah. So if we threw in a Sifa for 5/6, we could buff him with where is it? Gift of Steel. If we had a couple of Gift of Steels in there. I might drop one more Soul Drain down for another Gift of Steel, that way we can give some decent buffs. We'll try that. It's not much of a change, but I mean, we're going to draw different cards anyway potentially, and so it's completely different. We really need those 3 wishes to come up. If any of those 3 wishes come up, that's really going to help. I don't see that my blue jump's really going to do it. because we're going to take too much damage too quick. Okay, so there we go. We've got our 3 wishes. That's a rocking start. I might leave the Apex Predator because we're getting 5 Faeria at a time at the minute, so that's pretty decent. So in 2 turns potentially green-blue, might be able to get the Apex Predator out. Drop a Viduran Force for the moment. Bone Collector, okay. Yeah, we know. Okay, Viduran Force for cheaper, Flame Burst for free, and Aura Mythmaker for best part of free. That's a good draw. I like that. That is really good, to be fair. If we can get the Viduran Force down, that'd be a really positive start. So we take a point, throw this guy out here. Yep. Primeval Colossus, wow. Another 3 wishes. So we've got another. Possibly we should have waited slightly, but so 3, 6. Elderwood Embrace +2/+4. Move him there, drop the Bone Collector there, and do the attack. Bone Collector will get a buff. Probably draw a card. Okay, need to start pushing forwards now. Another Primeval Colossus. Savage. I mean, this knight is not going to make it, so I might use Aurora. I need a water. Aurora to buff the Bone Collector. We'll attack there, and then we can do a 7 damage with the Bone Collector. Unfortunately, we can't buff any further, but you know. We can potentially buff that Aurora with this Aurora if necessary. Okay. He's going in for the attack. I'm not caring about this, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, because I'm still behind. Let's throw out another 3 wishes. We'll drop down Forest. Here we've got War Yaks with haste. That's pretty good. Might move this guy over. Do another one of them. If we draw 5 cards, how many we got in our hand at the minute? Probably got too many to really draw. We've got 7, so we don't want to do that at the moment. If we give, that's 3. So we do that there, that there. We can go and take out this guy. We can summon 3 War Yaks with haste in sort of this space. Defensively, it's got to get through all of those. I don't really want to attack him. I'm just going to leave him. It's going to delay them progressing forwards. Give a breach +2/+4. I could make one of them survive, to be fair, or I could buff our Bone Collector. Use the Greater Wisdom, see what we get. That's cool. Don't want to use Spell Well just yet. Drain 2 life, drain 2 life. Seafer. Can deploy Seafer up here, which is good. Well, we might be in a good spot here. How many cards we got? 9. Don't want to take any more cards just yet. I will give. On my next turn it's going to try and draw one, which isn't good because it's going to be a waste. so I might use this on this guy for now and leave it there. Okay, that's a shame. I'm just gonna buff that. That's alright, I can cope with that. Queen's Assassin, that's probably decent to get out, so we can probably do the Seafer and the Queen's Assassin. Seafer on a 5/6 gains attack and life equal to the destroyed creature's original attack and life. We've not got enough tiles down at the minute, have we? He's going to die if he attacks either of those. I'm just going to throw him up here. He's going to get some decent attack points for us. We'll do a Soul Drain, followed by an attack and another Soul Drain. Move this one in here to block off that attack for the moment. Throw out the spell wall for some extra cards, which are useless. Yeah, that wasn't great. Oh, 3 war yaks. Oh, it's getting tight. Getting very tight. Okay, attack and life equal to any creatures, which is nice, but we're not really going to be able to use it because we're going to die. 2, 4, so it's going to 6, 7, 8, 9. Still can't actually kill us there, but it'd be good if we could slow them down a bit. Could use Runin's Presence. Runin's Messenger over 9/11. If I take that, drop Runin's Messenger here, it's going to be a tough one to move out of the way, and that might make us survive just about long enough. Oh, interesting. Oh, clever. That's slightly annoying. Oh yes, Frogify. In your face. Oh, that was so lucky. But it worked. I mean, 3 wishes was definitely the way to go with that one, I think. All the tiles are set up there for 3 wishes to work, and we got some vital cards for the victory. So I'm really pleased that that sort of tactic worked. And there we go. Yakkar is down. We've got the level 35 world boss to do. Lots ahead of us still, because we're about level 72, something like that. So yeah, lots of little challenges to face in the future. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you've done it differently, or if you've got some alternative tactics for taking on that world boss. I'd be really interested to hear it. I can go back and replay some of them. I think you do it, there's a replay mode back here, so you can go back and play them again. So if you've got any ideas about how to do it differently, I'd love to hear them, and so I can try them out myself. That'd be pretty cool. So drop those comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, that'd be really appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, that'd be amazing. And look me up on Twitter. My link should be in the description below, or off my channel. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. You'll see when my videos are coming out, and also for some of my streams that I'll be doing. Don't usually stream Faeria, I normally do some other bits and pieces, but love for you to stop by and have a chat. I'd happily talk about Faeria if that's the thing you're interested in, though. So take care, and I'll see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye.